President Setti, alumni, honored guest. It's a real privilege to stand here before all of you and introduce Joe Kroncke. I'm ready to enter my 25th year as the head football coach here at Ripon College, and I've recruited a lot of kids. I would like to think I'm a pretty good recruiter. I would like to take responsibility and accountability for recruiting Joe, but I can't, because it was by accident. I was actually recruiting his best friend. And I asked his best friend to come visit Ripon, and I was really excited about this. And this best friend brought this Yahoo with him because he wanted to simply get out of school. But it happened very quickly that I quickly turned my attention to this young man because of who he was. When you think of a Hall of Fame performer, you think of big quarterbacks going for thousands of yards and running backs running for lots of yards and receivers making great spectacular catches. One doesn't typically think of a defensive lineman. And when it comes to linemen, it takes a pretty special person to be in a Hall of Fame. Simply put, there aren't a whole lot of people that watch D linemen. Mom and Dad do, the girlfriend does, and the D-line coach. And that's about it. Those are the only people watching D-linemen. You don't hear TV announcers going on and on about how pretty a defensive lineman looks or how fast he runs. And I'm going to come back to how fast he runs in just a second. You know a defensive lineman is Hall of Fame material, but much more. Joe was a team captain on our 1996 championship team. He graduated with the 5th most quarterback sacks in school history and the 3rd highest single season total of quarterback sacks. He was part of a defense that allowed the 10th fewest amount of rushing yards in school history. But more than that, Joe's a class act. More than that, in my 36 years of being a head football coach, he is absolutely, by far, unequivocally, the toughest football player I have ever coached. We didn't know this until after the end of the 96 season, but he played the entire year with a separated shoulder. And if you've ever had a separated shoulder, those hurt. And he played an entire year getting pounded on and pounded on and pounded on every play. Joe Kroncke is being inducted to the Hall of Fame because of more than just numbers. This is a man getting selected in such a way that he couldn't believe it himself. When he found out that he was going to get inducted into the Hall of Fame, he had to call me and say, "Coach, are you joking with me here?" And I said, "No, Joe, this is really the real deal." And the reason why he wanted to know why he was going, Joe always put his teammates first. Always. He played for his teammates. He played for his coaches. He played for the program. This is a truly selfless person. I do believe Joe would have gone into the Hall of Fame a lot faster had it not been for one little incident. One little incident. 1995, we're getting ready to play Cornell College for the conference championship. Big snowstorm comes through. Game gets canceled till Sunday. So now I got to find places for these kids to eat. And we're assembling in the lobby. I'm talking to Joe's parents in the lobby, and around the corner I hear an unbelievable crash. Well, about 6 big guys and 2 really fast guys had parked their fannies on a big marble table. And that sucker crashed, and you could hear it all over. Everybody scattered, except 2 guys who were not very fast. And I halfway thought he was going to, and they kept that marble top, and he still got it at his house. And I was halfway thinking he was going to bring it tonight. But I couldn't be mad at him because he just sat there and said, "Coach, I'm not fast. I'm not fast. I'm caught. Nothing I can do about it. I'm going to take my medicine." And he would not rat out a single teammate. I knew who they were. I knew who they were, but he wouldn't rat it out. But that's the kind of guy he is. After time, Joe, you're in the right place at the right time. You came on the right day. You did yourself, your program, everybody well. I couldn't be happier for you. You're a class act. He's done so much for Ripon College, so much for me, our program, and you really, really deserve this. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you very much. I didn't really prepare much of a speech. The guideline said keep it 2 minutes. Obviously, that's more of a guideline than a rule. I'm a little long here, and then I didn't realize I was going to be defending the roast. So, as far as the market table goes, I would have brought it, but I thought, after 15, 18 years, let it go. Accident. There was 40 people in the room. I don't know what to say. Coach did hit it right on the head when I first got the letter. As I'm reading, as we all alumni know, we get a lot of mailings from the college for various upcoming activities and get-togethers and everything like that. And, I opened up the letter and I started reading it. And my lovely wife, who's also an alumni, said, "Well, what we get?" And I read it. Holy Lord, you're not going to believe this. He said, somebody lost a bet somewhere. Apparently, they see fit to put me in the Hall of Fame. And I'm kind of going through it. I did call Coach. I said, are you sure this is really supposed to happen? And I started to think maybe all that interference I ran with every state trooper in the state paid off for Coach Gillespie. Every time I get a memo through the sheriff's office that, do you know Gordy Gillespie from Ripon College? What now? Love you, Coach. Glad to see that's all behind us now. But really, I gotta move on to thanking the people that need to hear it. Coach, obviously, for rolling the dice and not taking Eric Clausen and having me come in. That's also the dead honest truth. I came in with a friend of mine and I walked on campus and just fell in love. And this is where I need to go. You gotta thank Mom and Dad. I wouldn't be here without them. I'm not gonna lose their dad. Raising me for what I am and the work ethic that they put into me. Quick story about my parents and the group of parents that came through with our team. We had mom squads that literally ran the cheerleaders out of the stadium. They refused to cheer anymore. One quick story that jumps to mind, we were playing in, I believe, Illinois College, and we were beating them pretty bad. And we're kind of, running the clock out at the end, and we hear a commotion on the sideline. Illinois College is a long trip. Not a lot of parents came, but there was a good group. And it turns out that the Van Dyke parents, my parents, and a few others were basically starting a fight with the fans from Illinois College. And it's their homecoming, and we actually had to create a hole to get our parents out. There's a few of us on the field going, are you kidding me? Is this really happening? Okay. The many other people I need to thank, of course, I need to thank my lovely wife, who also was a student athlete here at Ripon College. She taught me how to be a true student athlete and excel in every aspect, and I thank you very much. Lastly, and most, which I'm not going to do enough credit for, like Coach said, is my team. I was very, very lucky to be a part of a wonderful team, a great team. If you'd have came and watched us practice, you wouldn't think that we could have tied our shoes together, let alone win a championship or two. It was an odd group, but we did it. Just a few names: Andy Van Dyke, Troy Lombauer. These are the guys who helped build the program that we became, but weren't able to be a part of the team that actually won the rings. But realistically, you can go anywhere, 94, 95, 96, take that whole roster. Those are the people that helped me to get this flag, because without them, there's absolutely nothing. We push each other every day. I think everybody whoever lost that, who that was, here's to that. The other awards recipients, the Alumni Association, I'm very humbled for this award. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, and thank you for letting me have those 4 years to be a part of a wonderful program in football, as well as becoming a part of the Ripon College family. Thank you very much.